Jarrett from the rock and roll band Bowling for Soup, and you are watching Austin Underground. Lucky you.
Hello, my name is Chris Peck. I'm here with Bowling for Soup. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. My name is actually Jarrett. I do get referred to as Bowling for Soup quite often, but no, my name's Jarrett, and but my band is called Bowling for Soup. That's where the confusion comes in.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry to bust your balls like right when we start the interview. Like you're like, oh my god, this guy. Here we go.
Oh no, it's doing all good. So one thing, we're lucky to get to see you here in Austin, Texas on 420. So how has your 420 been?
It's been good. I mean, I'm not like a partaker in what normally you would think 420.
Yeah.
So but I did have a nice walk down 6th Street today, pointing out some nice memories and some memorable locations to my wife, and it's been a good day. It's been a really good day.
Fantastic. So now, moving in just to some of your music here. Now, last time we talked to you guys was actually at Warped Tour, and let's just start with that in general.
Okay.
This Warped Tour's coming up. It's about to be this last one ever. Can you just do a little reflecting here on just your time playing that tour and like the impact that tour has had not only on Bowling for Soup, but just on the music industry in general?
Well, I mean, we call it boot camp for bands. I mean, excuse me. It's a grueling tour, but it's the most fun you could have in that sort of environment. I mean, it's bittersweet that it's ending. You know, It's like I'm gonna miss the camaraderie. I'm gonna miss that access to the fans and just being able to hang out with all the bands every night and all that. But I'm not gonna miss the heat.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's been a huge part of our band. I mean, we've been doing Warp since 2003. So, been a great, awesome part. It's been amazing to just be part of that whole ride. Mm-hmm. And very lucky to have been involved with so many aspects of it.
Fantastic. Now moving a little bit into your music here. I know I listened to a lot of your lyrics from like when I was a kid to now. It's now a little bit more of an adult, maybe not fully.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there seems to be a lot of like cultural cachet and a lot of pop culture references in your music. I want to talk about. Can you talk about how you've adapted pop culture in the references from your first album, and how you've needed to change that adaptation, moving into new music and moving into now it's 2018 and moving with new audiences and a new generation. So.
Well, I mean, pop culture obviously evolves as it goes. I mean, different things sort of become cliche and different things become funny and that stuff. I mean, I was an 80s kid, so that music and those movies were so big and such a big part of life back then. And then you sort of had the 90s where that really wasn't so much the case. So most of my early stuff was very 80s sort of inspired. Mm-hmm. Now, you have the Facebook generation, and then you can still make jokes about MySpace and things like that. So it's just an evolution of just what people are into, what becomes, something that people are already over. This day and age, it's so hard to be a band that references pop culture and things like that because it changes so fast.
Yeah.
I could write a song, and by the time I record it, the references don't make sense anymore. So, try to keep that really general and less specific. The more specific you get, obviously, the bigger chance you have of it not really striking the chord that you hope it does. But I just write about life and what's going on around me, and it just sort of happens.
Great. Now, last time we talked to you guys, you said you had some early thoughts on what a new album could be. Now talking to you, now it's April. Mm-hmm. What's been the progress on looking at new music coming ahead, either this year or possibly next year?
Well, we're still at an interesting time. I mean, we did a greatest hits for the first 10 years of our band, and as we start to go into our 25th year.
Congratulations for 25 years.
Yeah. So we turned 24 in June, so that'll be our 25th year that we start. Mm-hmm. So it's one of those things where do we do the second 10 years greatest hits? Mm-hmm. Do we do a new record? Do we do something wacky like a covers record or something like that? So the good thing is that we have options and we have the opportunity to do it because we've got the time because we have toured a lot over the last year, so it is kind of time for us to take a little bit of a break. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. To be honest, it's kind of like get through Warped Tour. Once we're through Warped Tour, we can sort of take that breath and be like, okay, how are we spending the fall? What are we going to go do? So I'd love to do both, actually. I'd love to do the second greatest hits record, and I would very much like to do a new record as well, but we'll just have to see.
All right, fantastic. Well, just now, you already a little bit touched on this in the last question. Kind of what is the outline for Bowling for Soup for the rest of this year? And it looks like you're going to be taking some time off after Warped Tour, but kind of like what's the 2018 looking like?
I'm gonna do we're gonna do Warped Tour, and then we've got some other stuff in August, September, just some one-off type stuff. I'm gonna do a solo tour in Europe.
Wow.
Just go do an acoustic thing right there, just sort of test the waters. It's been a long time since we've been there. Taking the whole band over is kind of a risk, and also again, we've spent a lot of time overseas already over the last couple of years. So I've got the time, and it's a different show than I do with the same songs. I'm gonna do that. Take it over to Europe in September, and then get back, and then start thinking about recording. And then we've already got plans for touring in 2019, and then obviously next summer we'll be looking at whatever we're going to do for our 25th anniversary tour.
Well, fantastic. Thank you again so much for getting a chance to sit down here. I'm so happy we got to do this interview. Here we go. Where can people find you guys online?
Go to bowlingforsoup.com. That's where everything you need to know about us. Obviously, our Facebook page is very active. Honestly, go to the Bowling for Soup fan page. If you're a Bowling for Soup fan, or even if you're sort of, fair weather, or you just kind of hop on, hop off, or if you're hardcore, it's such a cool community, and it's definitely a great way to figure out what's going on with us, literally to the hour. So go check that out.
Definitely have to check that out. It sounds like there's a good community of fans there on the page.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And more than just a community of Bowling for Soup fans, it's a community of great music fans and just good people.
Well, fantastic. Again, if everything else Bowling for Soup and just music here in Austin, make sure to stick to it, Austin Underground, on all our various social medias. And look at our new website, austinunderground.org. Again, I'm Chris Peck with Austin Underground, and we'll see you next time.